I like to draw fast because I happen to like that style, and I also like for it to appear quickly.
It's not the style of work you might expect to see in a home art studio, but it's one that has kept Marzio Mandereoli entertained for years. He began drawing at a young age and quickly discovered his passion for instant imagery and creating works based on cartoons rather than contemporary art.
Often I'm just drawing in an exploratory manner just to see what it is that will come out. I never like to produce serious art, and it might be that I was sort of hiding behind the fact that I could draw something quickly and sort of sketch-like mode, but not finish it completely into like a finished painting or something. Part of the fun for me in drawing is that I'm also wondering what it'll turn out to be.
As a 23-year-old, the longtime Kelowna resident created political cartoons for the Capital News, but after the realization the job wasn't secure on the financial side, he moved into the teaching profession, shifting his artwork to the back burner. After close to 30 years in the Kelowna school system, he recently retired and moved from casual to full-time cartoonist. One of his regular gigs is creating political cartoons based on local issues for Castanet.
Different newspapers and different publishers will have different standards, but you learn as you do the job, what sells, what works, and what doesn't. Typically, I draw something the way I like it, and then I have to tone it back a little bit so that people are not offended. They are not serious art, and so there is some latitude, but if they're drawn poorly, it's immediately obvious, and even though it's a cartoon, there are expectations for the cartoon to be drawn at least in perspective and somewhat correctly. The eyes of the character and the lips and so on, they all denote or depict a particular emotion. And so you want your character to echo the words and the words to fit the character's face and even posture.
With his talent for drawing quick imagery, the 56-year-old also works as a caricaturist at local events, drawing quick caricatures for willing participants. It's a different and sometimes tricky art form as he creates an image that plays on the lighter side of the human appearance.
It's nerve-wracking a little bit, but you do get used to people all around you, and sometimes people lack tact. They'll comment on how bad the drawing is while you're trying to finish it, and you have to have a little bit of a thick skin. The most important thing about a caricature is to have the head shape correct. After that, then it's a question of adding all the details inside it. We all have a version in our heads of what a cartoon should look like of ourselves. It is surprising and sometimes disappointing to see what someone else thinks, with his or her version.
As he continues his work as a full-time cartoonist, you can look for his work on Castanet each week and also keep an eye out for his booth at events around the Okanagan. Reporting for Go Okanagan on Shaw TV, I'm Brendan Osborne in Kelowna.